Good morning. November. I have no idea. 6 o'clock in the morning. I've had some things, some realizations of some things, and been trying really hard to figure out how to put this in words or how to comprehend it. Had some things come to me during meditation. When I get deep into meditation, into my subconscious, I have these premonitions, I guess, or ideas, or knowledge from where, I guess the upper worlds, the upper realms, about our souls and what it is. And if we are a soul and a spirit in a fleshly shell, we are just a carrier for our souls. It's like our souls are constantly trying to awaken, and we go through this world with these tests that we go through, watching the news, social media, everything that we consume on a day-to-day basis, foods we eat, soaps we use, toothpaste, all these things have chemicals in it. Chemicals that are not meant to be in our systems, in our bodies, potentially aging us. A lot of the stuff that we put in, it doesn't necessarily just have to be food. I mean, the soap that we use, it penetrates our skin. I mean, it goes in our pores. Perfumes, all this stuff is just weighing us down. It's making our souls have to work harder. And I get it. Our souls are very powerful. And we always wonder why gifted people, givers, people who operate from the heart, get so much attention from people. They get looked at. People stare at us. And they always wonder. We always wonder why. I mean, what is it about us? Why is it always the gifted? And it's because our lights burns a little bit brighter. And I mean our lights, I mean our souls and our spirit. There are a lot of gifted people in this world now that are still going through tests, and I see it, and it's weighing them down. Still attached to the world and to the flesh. But our souls, everybody in this world that has human DNA is fighting and is trying, their souls are trying to overcome that flesh. And we see it every day. Those who are gifted, you see the souls that are struggling. It's all over their face. But our souls are trying. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. My mind's all over the place as usual. You guys have heard me say these. If you've watched these videos, you'll see me get this sidetracked. I described myself as a tree. I'll start out as a single branch from the roots, and then I'll work my way up and then branch off into something else, eventually working my way back to the main branch. But we're soul, and we need to, and I made this post on a Facebook page. It's an Heyoka empath page, and I made this post about keeping our systems clean. We really need to be aware if we're serious about this spiritual world, if we're serious about being gifted. Because the whole point, I believe the whole point of us baptizing our souls and awakening our souls is to help others awaken, those who are sensitive to energy. There are some that are okay. They're fine with where they're at, and that's fine. If you're okay with how your life is going or where you're at in this world, then of course, by all means, in all rights, you live that way. But once you start diving into spirituality, you start seeing things and start experiencing things that you didn't even know that existed. Once you start cleaning up your soul or your flesh, whatever, watching what you eat, and it's expensive. Food, healthy food is very expensive, which is kind of nonsense to me, but it just shows you how much they're making it so difficult on us. Grass-fed meats, for instance, is way more expensive than chemical-based meats, hormonic, or however you want to say it, antibiotics, steroids, preservatives, chemicals, whatever. I know for a fact, I see grass everywhere, and it's very obvious, it's very prevalent, and it's very cheap. I mean, there's grass everywhere. How come grass-fed meats are so much more expensive than chemical-based meats? There's a motive to that. How come non-fluoride toothpaste is so much more expensive than fluoride toothpaste? There's a reason for that. Even the chemicals in our soap, all these chemicals are bad for us. I'm sorry if I'm getting off subject again. Be conscious of what you're putting into your system, because all that does is weigh your soul down, makes you have to work a lot harder. If you're into meditation and you're trying to connect to your third eye or your pineal gland, all those chemicals are just poison for that. It only clouds it. I noticed myself that I see, and I've mentioned this before, when I meditate, it's very dark, in a dark room with my eyes open. And I've come to the realization of this just recently because I was meditating the other day, and I have described what I see as the cosmos, what looks like I'm in outer space. And I realized that it's not outer space that I'm seeing. It's not outer space that I'm seeing, but it's actually a reflection of my soul. So I'm actually seeing my soul. Because if it's dark and I can't see out of my eyes, I mean, can't see nothing, it's pitch black, I can't even see my hand in front of my face, and my eyes are open. I want to know what I'm seeing. I want to make sure I know what I'm seeing. When I start with meditation, it is dark and I can't see anything. But then the colors come in, and then the lights come in. When I start seeing things in the dark, I'm actually seeing things through the eyes of the Spirit, or the eye of the Spirit, my third eye. And here lately, I have become very clean, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I am constantly connecting to God. I am very conscious of what I eat. I try to eat healthy as I possibly can. I'm very conscious of everything that I purchase, from the soaps I use to the deodorant. Everything I try to buy is as natural as possible. And yes, it's a little more expensive. And there still are some things that I could clean up and I could get rid of, that would even help even more. But I see things so clearly in the dark when I meditate. Wow, I just saw purple very brightly right in front of me, a big old flash of purple. There it is again. But I see things so clearly, it's literally like I'm looking through a window, and I still got things that I could be getting rid of. My body is starting to, my system, my flesh is starting to reject caffeine. Caffeine is a terrible chemical. And I've been trying really hard. I'm almost even justifying to say that my 1 cup of coffee in the morning, that's all I consume is 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and the rest of the day is nothing but water. I try to justify that the 1 cup of coffee that I drink in the morning is okay. It's not going to hurt me. But actually, my body, the more I open up my soul, the more cleaner I get. My flesh is starting to reject it, and it's very painful. I can actually feel it. When I changed my soap, I was using a chemical-based soap, and it was literally burning my skin. My body was rejecting it. I am just about completely clean. And it would be foolish of me to go back to the other way. I don't eat fast foods. I don't do drugs, no tobacco, no alcohol, no pharmaceutical drugs, no anything. And the crazy thing about it is, even my thoughts are clean. That's so crazy to me. Even my thoughts. I am so much in control of my brain and in my thoughts that even my emotional brain, or my conscious mind, or whatever, is completely clean. I live literally, I was just thinking that I literally live in the moment. I don't believe that I'm labeled as, let's say, a Heyoka, or an empath, or a psychic medium, even though I have the traits of these certain labels. I don't feel that I am what these labels or these things. I just feel that since I've changed my DNA, and here lately I've been going through a lot of DNA and energy upgrades and awakenings. And as I believe, as I'm cleaning up my system, these things are happening. So I'm actually changing my DNA. And as I'm doing that, it's like I'm cleaning up my room. I'm straightening it up, polishing it up. And I just can't put any more junk. And I'm becoming more aware of this, more conscious of this. We are created in God's image. We are supposed to be more God-like, and we will never be God, because there is only one God. The ruler of the universe, the main source, the conductor of everything. There's only one of those. But we can't be God-like. And all these gifts that I have, and I just don't have one gift, and I believe there are people out there that are gifted and are born with certain gifts. But I have conditioned myself. I have changed my DNA. I have awakened my soul. I am love. I am peace. The way you hear me speaking in these videos is who I am and what I am all the time. The reason I have all the gifts that I do is because I am love. My heart is always wide open. I am as close to a God as one person can be. All because I am cleaning up my system. I had no idea where I was going in this video, and I've been trying to figure out how to word this and how to put these in words. I see through the eye of the Spirit. I am connected to the Spirit. There's that purple again, very brightly. The other day I saw purple all day, constantly seeing purple. I was glowing purple. Craziest thing. If you clean up your system, if you try to clean up your system, you will start to awaken your soul. Try to be aware of what you put into your body. Be prepared though, if you're into meditation and you're getting into meditation and you're trying to connect to your pineal gland or your third eye, it's going to be difficult when you're putting in unnatural things in your body. If you really are serious about opening your soul and awakening your soul, be prepared. You're going to see some pretty freaky things. You're going to experience some pretty freaky things. I am constantly in my subconscious mind I'm constantly seeing the invisible, and I'm becoming more and more conscious of what I'm putting in my system. So try to stay clean if you can. I mean, that you would even become a lot more healthier once you start doing that as well. If anything, it's going to help you. It's going to lighten you up. The lighter you become, the more sensitive, the more powerful you become with your gifts. Wow, what a mess. But anyway, I love you guys. And I hope this video helped. I'm not sure where I went with this, and I'm trying to replay what I said in my mind. I just kind of spoke from the Spirit. And I hope it made sense. If you need me, you can contact me if you have any questions. I'm not hard to get a hold of. Try to be clean. Be conscious of what you put into your body. And I love you guys. Godspeed.